Let's have a look at your rotation of your upper body. So I want to teach you a little bit about how we rotate and why we rotate the way that we need to. It's really important that you understand that the body should be fixed, and basically what we're doing when we turn or we rotate our body is we're rotating around a fixed axis, which is our spine, right? So it's really important that we don't change too much what happens to the spine, because for every movement you make away from that axis, you've got to make another one back to it again, right? And that's leaking energy, losing power. So it's really important that we're able to wind our body up and maintain our spine. So we look at our spine from two views. From face on, we call this one our spine tilt, right? And that's a line from my throat down through my belly button. When I set up for the right-handers, your right hand's lower than your left, so therefore your left shoulder's higher than your right, and you've got that tilt of the spine. As we're turning, we're basically trying to maintain that angle of the spine and rotate this way into our backswing, and that's creating this torque, this pressure as that body starts to rotate, and it resists a little bit, right? So we don't want to let that resistance go, and we most certainly don't want to get too sideways with it. If we can, ideally, we would rotate around that axis. Now, when we look at it from the other view, we call it your spine angle from this way, and we're trying to maintain that. So when we swing into our backswing, what that looks like is that the body's always staying forward and over and through, not all the way to the finish, but certainly staying that way. So good exercises are things like alignment sticks or a club on the body here, rotating around this spine, trying to maintain that. And then the spine angle, it's a little bit tougher, but if you can set up, push your hips back, touch a wall, and learn to rotate staying on the wall, okay? So keep your butt back touching the wall. We can rotate both back and through, and we start to maintain our spine angle. And it's really important because it creates room, space for the arm, space for the club to swing through. It gives us freedom of movement through the ball. So when spine angle changes and we start driving forward and the body becomes straight, or we dive down, we're really changing the way that our golf swing can work. We're creating a situation where we have less room, or we're changing all the angles that the club will work at. So spine tilt, spine angle, critically important. So make sure you're working on that all the time. Have a look at your video and see how you go maintaining that axis.